Six, five, four, three, two, one.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this fine Wednesday morning? We are here with the NXT Round Up 2.0. I am your co-host, Mr. Glen Sexton, Colonel Sexton. We also have Honorable, also another Colonel, Piers Austin, one of the hottest interviewers going around town. I believe so. I said it. I'll admit it. Fuck it. How you doing,
Yeah, man,
bro?
I appreciate it. I'm doing good, buddy. I'm doing good, Colonel.
Colonel,
Yeah, man.
Colonel.
Colonel. No, I'm doing good, buddy. This week's NXT, interesting. Interesting. I'm gonna say that there was a lot of interesting segments in tonight's show, which we'll get into. But how you been, my friend?
Been good. You know, different NXT. You know, it felt different. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it's going into the Christmas season. I mean, they had everybody wear fucking ugly sweaters. I don't know.
That was pretty embarrassing, bro. Like the fucking Wade Barrett wearing the man, and like
I mean, the Rock one on Mackenzie was pretty cool. It lit up. I was like, all right, I'll allow that. That looks cool.
right.
But I don't know, just a different feel. I don't know what it was. It was just like, something feels off, something feels weird, but I don't know. I mean, we'll talk about it.
We got Lee Nickel in the chat. He says, is it just me or has Mandy Rose finally stepped her game up since returning to NXT?
Yes.
I've said that quite a few times, Lee. I think that Mandy Rose, this is the best Mandy Rose that we have seen so far. Promo-wise are great. She's had a couple of like ones that were so.
Yeah.
But overall, like in ring and also on the mic, I think we're seeing a different side of her and a more serious side to her character. And I think it's definitely going to be a big boost to her. And I think probably in the next 6 months, you'll see her return back to the main roster on Raw or SmackDown and probably take Toxic Attraction with her on that. But Glenn, like the start of the show, what did you have for the start of NXT?
Oh, fuck me. What was the start of NXT? Like I was watching, believe me, I was watching Ciampa and
promo.
Yeah, the Ciampa promo with Braun Breaker coming out. It was a nice hey, Lowrider, what's up, bro?
Lowrider in the chat. What's good, bro? Guys, check out Knights of the Gimmick Table, hosted by the Dead Presidents, tag team legends on the indie scene, guys. Boogaloo and Lowrider, and also Wrestling with Sports. And also, you know what did we forget to do, Glenn?
We forgot to do the sponsors.
We forgot to do the sponsors, and that's why Lowrider's sitting there, man. He even gets some, like, you know what I mean, man? Like, hey, you got to call me on that, guys. Come on now.
I forgot. An exciting intro. My bad. That was not my bad. Fuck it. Here we go.
Healthvape.com, ladies and gentlemen, is your healthy vaping alternative. All of their products are no nicotine, no addictive or harmful chemicals, and they are vitamin infused. So make sure you go check out some of their vape and pod products. Use promo code MWAPOD to get a 10% discount on your final purchase.
And then we have sleeves. They have dirty boxers, armbands, headbands, compression shorts, pants, shirts, everything that you need for your athletic needs. Go check them out at sleeves.com. We also have the code MWAPOD for a 10% discount. Go check them out today.
So, Glenn, the show starts off with Tommaso Ciampa coming out, cutting a promo. Good promo with Ciampa. You know, Ciampa is a seasoned veteran, man. Like he's amazing at what he does in character, in promo. You know, I loved him when he was a heel. Yeah, and really like enjoyed that feud that he had with Johnny Gargano. You know, calling out Bron Breakker, telling Bron Breakker that he's earned that title shot, slapping him in the face and telling him that, you know, in Bron's mind, he's going to take the belt home and put it up there and everyone's going to be walking around going, ruff, ruff, you know, barking and fucking howling at the belt.
Yeah.
You know, still, you know, those little things, they're not coming straighting out and saying that he's Rick Steiner's kid, but like they're saying he's Rick Steiner's kid. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And you know what? Like, I don't know if it's just if that's a work or a shoot, and they're just like working this Bron, you know what I mean, just to see how much they could like just tick him off.
Yeah.
But you know, like you see, even then, like you know, Bron picking him up and holding him up, and then putting him back down, and that's where I think that like I think Bron will go over. And this is the reason why, is because I think that like putting him over right now and putting him as a champion, it's probably not the best idea to do, honestly, because I don't think, like, you know what I mean? I think there was a lot of truth in that promo that what Ciampa was saying. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I mean, you've been good, but like, I've been doing this for 20 years. You've had 20 matches. Like, you know what I mean? Like, on paper, Ciampa wins, right? But let's say Bron wins, right? Where does Bron go as the champion? Like, he then has to go up against like the top upper echelons. Is he going to be able to then, you know, roll with that? And be able to go on and defend that championship. I think he could, but like, will he drown is what I'm saying. Because like he's only been wrestling for what, 6-7 months?
Yeah, around that time, yeah.
But in the same sense, you've seen him do some amazing shit. So who knows, man? Like, what the fuck would I know? Right?
I mean, I want to see him with the belt. I think he will do good things with it. I think he's a great addition to the new NXT.
Yeah.
I mean, the War Game match helped him. It built him up real good. Hell, solidified him as a player. Like, I mean, he was one, but that War Games match, getting the win over Ciampa, helped a lot. And like, I want to see what he can do as champion. I want to see who they would actually put in front of him, because I mean, if you see a Braun match, like, he's powerful and everything, but at the same time, they're not billing him as like indestructible. And like, there's times you see him get hurt. There's times you see him like staggering and all that shit, which is great. I'd rather see a big guy hurting and not squash everybody. Like, give me somebody that it's relatable.
Well, it makes it realistic. Yeah, it does. It makes it believable. But you know, for me, the character Bron Breakker, like, what's the, you know what I mean? Like, it's just okay. It's Bron Breakker. We all know it's Rick Steiner's kid, but what's the gimmick? What's his character? He's just a muscled up dude wearing spandex.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we've had that with Ryback.
I know.
You know what I mean? And I'm not putting him in that same category. I think he's a much better performer than Ryback, hands down.
Yeah.
On the mic and also in the ring. But like, let's be honest, like, there's been a dime a dozen of this type of guys coming through the WWE over the years, right?
Right.
So, but you know, I think Bron Breakker, you know, will most likely go over at New Year's Evil. Great name for a pay-per-view, by the way.
I don't know about that.
Sarcasm, bro. Sarcasm.
I know it's sarcasm.
But yeah, like, I think, you know, even after that, Bron comes down, puts it down. There's a wall of promo on AJ as well, which I thought was cool.
I mean, that was cool. I thought it was going to be a match. Like, I thought
that's what we.
Well, I mean, the graphic had Waller and AJ, and I'm like, oh shit, a fucking AJ match on NXT. All right, I'm down. And that's what I thought. So I told you later that night. I was like, dude, that's going to happen. And I'm like, and then they just talked, and I'm like, fuck. Okay, well, I guess I'll take it. But like I told you, they did that to compete with the NFL, because they had games rescheduled.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh shit, what are we going to do? Like, guys, you're tanking already as it is. AJ's not gonna save you. And I was like, if you're gonna wrestle, I could see it go a little bit higher in ratings, but just talk, I don't know about that, bud. I mean, it was interesting. Like, do I want to see him go at it? Yeah, I want to see him go at it. I mean, Waller just a fucking asshole, man. Just like,
Hey,
oh,
hey, 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 hey!
I
Don't be
knew that.
hating against
I'm not.
Australians,
I'm not.
bro.
I never
Don't,
hate Australians.
hey,
I'm just
hey,
saying,
hey,
like,
hey, hey.
oh, you're trying to find a reason to be relevant again, huh? Like, I'm like, oh, I'm like, AJ has been relevant for like the past how many years?
Yeah, but that's the thing, man. He's a heel, bro. That he's
I
working his
know.
gimmick, and I think
That's
that
why I
that's
said
what,
asshole.
and that's what I know, bro. But I think that Waller, the back and forth, and they're gonna have the match next week. I think
Mm.
that's gonna be pretty cool as well. So,
Yeah, I mean, it helps out Waller. Like,
yeah.
it
I
builds him
popped
up.
at the I popped at the you've got a mum haircut.
Yeah, I mean that's a Jericho put down, but all right, I'll take a recycled Jericho joke.
Hey man, it was funny. Then we saw Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai brawling backstage. This kind of reminded me like of an old school hardcore match
Yeah,
from like, you know what I mean? Like I actually enjoyed this match more than I thought I would have.
really.
Yeah. I didn't mind it too badly. There was little bits and pieces that I did pick up.
Hmm.
That I was like, like why?
Yeah.
Like the power bomb on the stairs. I was like what like, you know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you do this match on New Year's Evil, where it's like that's the pay-per-view, that's where you want everyone to tune in,
Hmm.
and it's like you're giving this match away on NXT, which is like this street fight. Why not make it mean something? Build, like, instead of having the match, have it do promos, or just not even have a match or anything like that, but have like a backstage vignette between the two of them, which leads to New Year's Evil, build to
Right.
that show. And then, you know what I mean, like on a weekly show, her taking like Kai taking a power bomb to the steel fucking stairs on the outside.
Mm.
Like, dude, how, like, why take that extra risk on just you know what I mean? Like, it's not, it was an uncalled for spot, I think.
It was. I mean, I don't know what it is, but women are just starting to go over the top with some things in wrestling. Like, which is fine, but it's a TV. Like, you would want to do that stuff on a pay-per-view. I mean, I didn't really care for the match because it was the same shit. Well, not the same shit, but like it was the same match. Raquel, Dakota Kai. I mean, cool way to open it. Start in the back. Something different. I'll give it that. I mean, I thought it was funny. Raquel's just pushing fucking Dakota Kai on a dolly and just ramming her into the. That was funny. I died laughing. I was like, okay, I'll give you that. That was good. But it was,
Yeah, that looked nasty when she like sort of rammed her into it. I was like,
yeah.
I grabbed my shin in disbelief. I was like, fuck.
I mean, I have lower body issues, bad knee, bad foot, and I'm like, I wouldn't take that. Kiss my ass with that. That ain't happening. But
Yeah, like, bro, I just don't understand why they didn't have this match on a takeover. Like, you've been building this story for so long, so you're gonna give it away on a weekly episode of NXT
yeah,
like that.
I
Like, I think both ladies did pretty well in this match. To be honest, I felt like it was an old school brawl.
yeah. I mean, it was
Um,
all right. I'm
Going through
not.
the parking lot. And as I said, a way better match than I thought it would have been. My only critique to it would have been, don't give it away. Like, put it on the NXT takeover thing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know when they're gonna have another pay per view on the network because hell, it looks like they're not even doing takeovers anymore unless they want to bust one out. But
Mm,
yeah, save a match like that for pay per view. I mean,
yeah, I agree.
it's a big
Uh,
blow off match, but
Raquel got the win. And she called out Mandy Rose at the end of it.
mhm.
Again, like, I just think, like, you've just gone through a no DQ match, you've won it, like, sell it like you've just got through by the skin of your teeth, like, fuck, like, I can't talk, you know what I mean? Like, you spent, sell that shit, and then, maybe do that after, like, down, like, after a segment or two of the show backstage, you in the dressing room, yeah, Mandy, I'm coming for you, blah blah blah. because even have, and then you can still have that interaction with Jade. You can still have the other guys jump them and stuff like that.
Right.
I just don't think that, like I said, it needed to be, sell what she went through. And this is where I think in NXT, there's a lack of selling.
Yeah,
There's a
there
lack
is.
of selling. Like, let us believe you've just gone through hell and back in that match.
Right. Yeah, I thought that was weird because she was just full of energy. I mean, hell, she seemed like she was talking the whole entire time the commercial break was going on.
Oh,
Like,
dude.
I don't know what the hell she was saying, but I feel like she was just talking a whole lot of shit.
Bro, and Mandy was on the big screen in a swimming pool, and then next thing you know, she's announced that it's going to be a triple threat match at New Year's Evil with Cora Jade, Raquel Gonzalez, and Mandy Rose for the NXT Women's Championship. And then, of course, Toxic Attraction jump them and start beating the living shit out of them. So, man, I'm actually enjoying the Toxic Attraction gimmick, to be honest. I really am.
I like them.
I think it's great.
Yeah, they're really good. I mean, hell, two good wrestlers paired with Mandy Rose, which hell, I mean, I didn't know if this was gonna work, but hell, it's working really damn good. Like, I'm loving this Mandy Rose. Like, we praise her all the damn time anymore, and it's based on character work and just putting in the work. Really,
Yeah, putting in the work. Big round of applause for Mandy Rose.
was bringing back an old school. Oh, I'm not there, but hey, I'm gonna talk on the camera for you. I was like, hell yeah, get in there. I was like, wasn't expecting a swimming pool, but all right, let's go.
But we saw Joe Gacy and Harlan backstage and their apology. I thought it was great. You know what I mean? Like, Mr. Kendrick, you triggered Harlan. And like, you know what I mean? Like all the he's like, and you took him to a place, and but I think it's brilliant what they're doing. I think it was a great promo, and how he's like, well,
I'm still here.
You should actually apologize to me. And I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, that's fucking awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah, I do. Man, those guys, I love them. They're awesome. Well, Gacy, I love Gacy. Then Harlan, I'm sure he's good. I hope they work more with him, especially with that one match.
I think they
he
will.
had. Yeah, because I was just like, please, for the love of God, like work on him some more because fuck.
I think, dude, it was a decent promo, man.
Yeah, it was a decent promo. It was really good.
Then, like, to me, I think this was, oh, a second. No, so grizzled young vets were watching Creed brothers train on an iPad. That was kind of weird. This is a segment I really liked. The Indie Persia backstage segment match where they're talking about Persia saying that their match had been postponed. Then Grayson Waller comes in and bragging about obviously taking out Johnny Gargano, and those three having that interaction on camera. Like, that would have been a pretty cool deal for those guys, man. To have that moment. I think I really hope that it was like, hey, why don't you guys just, like, it's Christmas, you know what I mean? Like, do a little thing, you know what I mean? Because it was like that cool interaction. And I think that, like, when it was an enjoyable thing. It's building Waller up to be this hateable piece of shit heel, which they desperately need.
Yeah.
And I think that the way they can do it, and I think organically when they give him more and more freedom on the microphone, you're going to see a much more better flow. Like, already he's killing it, man, on every level, that dude. But that interaction was hilarious with Indy trying to take his head off. And he's like, "I'll show you the way." Yeah, I was like, brilliant.
That was good. Yeah, I love how they're building them up. I mean, I can't wait to see what else they're going to do with them. As Piers takes a puff.
Yeah, well, you could have kept talking.
I'm sorry, I had nothing else to say.
I think with Waller, like, he's so heavily invested in NXT right now.
Yeah,
that, like, he's definitely going to be one of those guys that is in that main event scene. And I think he's sort of had that sort of dipping the toe in at War Games, did really well there. And now he's just going to sort of keep spiraling up that ladder. But the next match we had was Grizzled Young Vets versus the Creed Brothers, which I personally was looking forward to this match. And I think this was definitely probably the match of the night for me.
It was good. I liked it. I kind of toned out of it. I don't know why, because it's the Creed brothers. I love the Creed brothers and Grizzled Gun Vets. They're amazing. Um, I'd say I agree with you. They are. It was a good match, but then Jacket Time came out. Your new favorite team came out
Yeah,
with an
they're on
announcement
commentary.
on commentary. That's great. That's funny.
Dude, the thing is, man, I love Kushida, but I just think this gimmick is just fucking ridiculous.
It is. It's stupid.
But dude, I liked the match. I thought it was enjoyable. Some stiff shots in there. Big brawl at the end with
Mhm.
Briggs and Jensen coming out as well. Man, I think the tag team division in NXT for the men's division is just like really shaping up, bro. Like there is some good teams there.
Mhm.
And if they sort of book it right, they can sort of really utilize it. I think that the NXT tag titles, they've been able to have some really great tag team matches in NXT.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've always thought NXT tag team matches were awesome. I mean, they're building up the division real nice. I can't wait to see anybody go up against Imperium. I'd love to see Creed brothers go after him. That would be a very interesting match. But
Didn't they face each other a while back?
I don't know if they did or not. I would have remembered, didn't they? I don't know now. I don't know. I mean, if they did, then damn. But hell, give the Creed brothers a couple more months, and they probably put on a banger. I'd be like, hell yeah, let's go.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah, dude, like, and then we had Camilo Hayes and Trick Williams backstage doing a promo about Dexter Loomis. I guess we're gonna see Trick Williams go up against Dexter Loomis. What did you think of that match, Glenn?
Uh, I mean, it was okay. Like, I love Dexter to death. I don't know. I'm not really impressed with Trick.
It was
Like,
more of just a match to build towards Strong and Hayes, really. Like you saw
yeah.
Strong coming out there, like it was all about Hayes and Strong. And they got that point over very, very clearly.
Oh yeah.
Or very, very strongly.
Oh, oh God.
um so but we see Loomis gets the win. But I think that match, even like that rock bottom type move into the
Mhm.
the sort of arm triangle choke, that is a cool ass fucking move, bro.
Yeah, I like that. I like
That
when
is really
when you
cool.
do a move like a power move and it turns into a submission. I love that shit.
Yeah, that's cool as shit. But afterwards, he gets smashed in the back by Grayson Waller with a steel chair.
Hmm.
Grayson cutting a heel promo. Honestly, man, I think if he can get himself to like, there's a possibility. I think in the next year he'll be on Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah, definitely. Like I
Like,
probably SmackDown. I probably see him on SmackDown.
yeah, I mean, dude, it's a very strong possibility. I think he'll surpass it,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
NXT, and just like, not surpass it, but I think he'll definitely sort of
I
that.
I would hope that he keeps the momentum with what he's doing in NXT. Hopefully, they'd be like, oh well, this guy's been killing it here. Like,
Well,
let him.
hopefully they book him right,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. It's like, I think as well, like they could make the builds when they build bringing someone from NXT onto the main roster, like make it a big event. So you know what I mean? Like make it a big spectacle, make it mean something. Oh, from NXT, blah blah blah. Like, and then you can sort of then have someone else come out and have an interaction. Yeah, I'm challenging you to a match, blah blah. And then it's like, okay, cool. So have that mean something more. I think.
Mhm.
But then again, if they're just gonna go, yeah, well, they're gonna fucking fade away over there. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like that's one thing. But Trick Williams versus Dexter Loomis. Yeah, okay match. Grayson Waller comes out, smashes it, smashes Loomis.
Yep.
AJ Styles comes out as well, and has an enjoyable back and forth with Waller. I thought that was pretty funny and enjoyable as well, Glenn.
Yeah.
Um,
It was
yeah,
good. You don't really
even
you don't really get to hear AJ talk that much.
what do
I
you
mean,
mean?
like you hear him talk sometimes, but I mean, he's been in a tag team for how many months now?
Oh, like
Like forever
but
almost.
apparently almost turned his back on AJ.
Yeah, he turns back on AJ. I'm guessing they're gonna have a match about that. But hell, AJ was treated as the face, which hell, I like face styles. Heel styles is cool too, but like I like face. Like he's really cool as a face.
I think
But
we're gonna see a good match between Grayson Waller and AJ Styles.
yeah,
I
like
think
it's gonna be a good one.
I think this will be like kind of like a match which could have the potential to put Waller on the map.
And it better be main event. Like if it's not,
Oh,
then what?
dude,
What's
it would have to be. It would have to be. But I think if Waller can go in there and have a great match with AJ, which let's face it, like it's AJ fucking Styles.
yeah.
If he can go in there and kill it with AJ, which I'm sure he will, I think after that, man, he's a made man.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like like I said, it's building them, and what better person to build Waller than fucking AJ? I mean, I'm sold.
Dude, 100%. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's definitely a lot there. Then we saw Riddle and MSK vignette. Fucking garbage. Dude, I fucking called this shit months ago with these fuckers that they were going to do this with Riddle, where it's like they're going to put MSK under Riddle and they're going to be the three fucking stoners.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Yep,
mean? It's
you
just
did.
like a stoner comedy movie from 2005, bro. And you know what? It's just ain't funny and it's not entertaining at all. It's just
No,
fucking boring.
because like I sat there, like when I watched that vignette, I was looking at it like I was watching like a movie and stuff like that. I like because like when I watch some movies, I kind of fucking critique it and I'm like picking it apart. And then they were like they were asleep at the bus stop like at the beginning of the fucking whole vignette story, and I'm like, you mean to tell me these motherfuckers were asleep the whole time? Like, really?
It was just stupid, man.
And
Like,
then
and you know what? It's stupid on so many levels because it's not, and it's like, bro, what part of it now makes that even a little bit realistic that we've actually been able to like scan these guys' brains of having the exact same dream
mhm.
sitting next to each other in some fucking random park that they woke up and look like they're probably just dumped a whole heap of fucking LSD and acid, bro. Like,
Yeah,
it's
and
we at the
then
WWF don't want to insult anyone's intelligence.
and then Riddle comes out like, "Oh, it wasn't a dream." Okay, all right, what the fuck ever. And then they fucking get the scooters, they go riding, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, hold on, wait, check both ways before we cross the street, bro." And look around. I'm like, okay, so you said, okay, first off, it was a dream, and then now it's not a dream, or were you that fucking high? Like seriously?
What do the people in our live chat think, Glenn? Anyone want to chime in here? Let us know your thoughts on
Yeah,
Riddle and MSK because maybe we're just being a little bit too critical.
yeah,
But yeah, if
or
you're in the
just
live comments, drop us your thoughts on Matt Riddle and MSK vignettes. But yeah, MSK to call out Imperium next week, and Riddle's going to be there, bro.
I don't know what that's gonna do, but all right.
Could you imagine if they bring Randy Orton to NXT?
Oh, that'd be kind of cool. I'd pop. Now I'll be damned if I don't get a backstage segment with Riddle and Pete Dunne. I'm gonna be really upset because I actually liked those two as a team back when they were a team.
What was their tag team name again?
Oh, the Broserweights.
Yeah, that's it. The Bros Away. I was trying
Fucking,
to think Stallion or some
I
shit.
just love it. Riddle would say some off the wall shit, and Pete would just be like, "No," and I'm like, "That's great." That's
Oh,
fucking.
bro,
I love their shit.
I fucking pop for it as well. But then we see Von Wagner versus Edris and Nofi.
Ah, boy,
Idris, is that how you pronounce it? Inofi?
Edris Sanofi? I don't know.
Idris
I'm gonna look it up.
Inofi. Yeah. Quick match. Dragon Queen in the house. What's up? Dude, like Von Wagner, like the only thing is whoever's telling Barrett to say this shit in the pieces needs to shut the fuck up. 'Cause he
Edris
goes,
Sanofi. Yeah, that's right.
yeah, and it's
Anofi.
like Von Wagner has he's got the makings to be the next Drew McIntyre or Sheamus.
Man, yeah, I heard that. I was like, what? Why do they gotta be European, bud? Like, why do they like what the hell?
I agree, man. Wagner's impressive, man. Like
He
he's a
is.
big dude. He moves relatively well. Um, Robert Stone on the sideline, I think that if they can sort of make that character a bit more serious and
Mhm.
have him like the agent to the stars, not the same as Diamond Mine, but doing it a little bit differently, I
Yeah.
think that you can definitely see that and bringing that manager role back and making it mean something in that role. Because I think by having someone like Robert Stone with Von Wagner, and Robert Strauss, he gets the business. He understands it, and he's a hell of a performer. Like hands down, Von Wagner. Like, where would you say his weaknesses are on the mic? Right?
Mhm. On the
Why
mic.
not take that weakness away and have him as this fucking killer, and then Robert Stone is then his guy to then talk for him, and like essentially like Paul Heyman was for Brock Lesnar.
Mhm. I mean, God, it was built to be a squash match. I was like, oh man, why'd you put it up against Adrius? Because dude, he's good. And then Adrius actually got the fucking win, and I'm like, I popped. I was like, fuck yeah, dude, hell yeah, that's awesome.
Oh,
But
dude, and Robert Stone looking on like he just cracked a fat.
yeah, just like the fuck, and then just coming out, Von Wagner beats the shit out of him, and then he comes over, just blows through Robert, and Robert's just like, oh, I kind of like that. It's like okay, bud, whatever floats your boat. Hey, I gotta say this. You ever seen the meme? It was of Von Wagner. That was like, looks like Great Khali and Edge had a baby, and then it shows it shows Von Wagner on one
You got to
picture.
send me that.
I need to because because the motherfucker looks like Great Khali and Edge had a baby. Like seriously,
Jesus.
I was like,
You can't unsee it
wow.
now. Like I'm picturing it now.
No, like, dude, you can't. Like, it's like there, it's embedded. Because I keep seeing Wagner, and I'm like, golly, like, your mom is gonna be upset with you.
God damn it, Glenn.
It's good stuff.
Uh, but next we saw a quick interview with Imperium, speaking German and Italian. Like when they speak to each other, like one speaks German and the other one responds in Italian.
I don't know how it works. I'm hoping one of
Yeah,
them. I'm hoping one of them's got like subtitles below them, just like they do on TV.
you just
Just be
walk around and be like,
like,
buongiorno,
but no,
hello.
no, like, and German guys just like, what the fuck you say?
Then we saw Elektra Lopez versus Io Shirai, which Zion Quinn, costing the upset,
Yeah.
or not the upset, but getting Shirai to get the win, and that sort of that sexual tension that they've
Mhm.
been leading to, and it's kind of there, and he's like walking back and like,
Jesus Christ. I can't take you
hey man,
serious.
he looks a lot better than I do, man. I'm not gonna pretend.
He wasn't even doing eyebrow lifts like you
You're right.
were. He was just looking intensely. God, Jesus.
That's me looking intensely. What do you mean?
That's you looking intensely?
That's
God, never go to a fucking club then, bro. Never.
well, I don't look intense. I just sit there and be like, well, when I was single, man,
Still don't fucking go to a club. If I saw a guy like you looking at me like that, I'd be like, nah, ain't fucking happening, bud.
yeah, you're not my type, dude.
Oh, that's okay. You're not my type either. I like
Yeah,
my ladies. I
I like
like my
ladies.
I
I
like
like
my
my
ladies
ladies
with
without penis.
aha. As let's say, I like my lady with no hair on her face.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
But yeah, Elektra Lopez versus Io Shirai, so match.
yeah, I was there.
Io Shirai and her moonsault, man. I've never seen her hit a perfect moonsault.
No,
Like
her moonsault
she's
is
way
pretty.
off.
Her
She's
moonsault
way
is
off,
pretty
bro.
shit.
Like
Fucking
she landed on Lopez's knees, bro.
yeah. Like I'll say this, fucking
What are you gonna do? Give her a fucking dead leg?
fucking Flair does a better outside moonsault than fucking Io Shirai does.
Oh, bro, she's just dangerous, man.
That's the only compliment I'll give Charlotte.
Yeah, man. Well, also Camilo Hayes and Trick Williams were backstage, and they were saying that they're setting up a title for title match. So what you were saying about getting rid of a certain cruiserweight championship, I
Fucking
think you
called
may be
it.
right. You are, mate. You are. Where
I
did
was
you read
like,
that? Did you
I
read that somewhere or?
No, fuck you in your mouth. What the hell? No, I thought of that.
Fuck.
Just like you with that stupid fucking Matt Riddle bullshit. My head. They probably watched the show and they're like, yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. I'm like, yep, that's right, bud. Hey, I was happy because when they were like unification, I was like, oh, I got one. Like, fuck you, Piers, and your Riddle fucking prediction.
Hey, man. But yeah, like we saw Brian Kendrick cut a promo.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
That's fucking cool as shit. I'm a huge Kendrick dude. I love
Kendrick, I
man.
love Kendrick. Kendrick is amazing. Ever since I've loved him ever since he was tag team partners with Paul London.
Dude, I was watching his stuff when he was in the indies when his name was Spanky.
Mark.
Fuck you, bro. Fuck you.
Look at Lowrider. Look at him. Fuck you in the
mouth. Fuck you in the mouth. Yeah,
Oh,
that's pretty fucking weird for Glen to say.
Damn it. Needs to be on a t-shirt, damn it. I swear to God. Fuck you in the mouth.
Ouch, fuck you in the mouth. Yeah, look, I think definitely they're bringing Kendrick back, but let's face it, they're gonna have Harlan squash Kendrick.
Yeah, they're gonna throw him around that ring.
But in the same sense, he's the guy to do it for you, man. He can sell. He's one of the best sellers that you'll ever see, man. Like,
oh yeah,
especially for a little guy as well. You know, when he sells, man, he really sells, and I think he'll put on a clinic for some of these guys in NXT, bro, hands down.
Yeah,
I think he's awesome, bro.
Yeah, my bad.
Thank you. Dude, I was watching his shit in Ring of Honor in like early 2000s and like exactly amazing worker. And like I'm sure Lowrider will agree, they're gonna have put the fuck off. But having Harlan, who's had like what one or two, maybe this is his second televised match. Exactly, this is gonna be his second televised match. Good thing to put him in there with a veteran, you know, 20+ year veteran like Brian Kendrick, because Kendrick's going to go in there and he's going to teach him how to move as a big guy and how like little guys are going to, and he's going to sell like a motherfucker for him, bro.
And also, like, I'm wondering, like, since he's not he's not going to be a trainer anymore. I wonder if he's going to be on NXT TV regularly. And not just for this match. So, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Kendricks on NXT. I think he'd be fucking amazing. But that's just me. But I'll let you continue your fanboy with Kendricks now, Piers.
No, like I said, I think it's going to be a solid going. You know, like I said, it's going to be Harlan, you know, going over strong and Kendrick selling like a motherfucker all the way through the match. And I think it's going to be great for Harlan to be in there with someone like Kendrick.
Yeah,
is he under contract? I believe he is under contract. I think he's under contract as a coach.
Yeah, as a coach, trainer, and now he's going to be on there wrestling now. So,
right, but is he going to be wrestling regularly? Because I know he was a coach.
I mean, like I said, if he was gonna, well, storyline, like he waved off coaching and trainer, which bullshit, he didn't do that. He's still gonna be that. But I mean, if he gets back in the ring, fuck, I'm down. Let him go back in there. Like, kind of the wrong time since we're getting rid of the cruiserweight title, but all right, like, go for it, bud.
Well, yeah. At this stage, like, are they really going to put him in another title opportunity? Do you think at this stage of Kendrick's career?
Nah, I think he's just going to be there to make people look good, probably. Maybe give him a few wins.
I'm just having a look to see if Brian Kendrick is under contract. I think he actually is.
Yeah.
He's currently signed to WWE, so yeah, he's under the NXT brand. But again, man, I think it's going to be a good opportunity for Harlan to sort of definitely learn and develop, man, and that's a greater person to put him in there with. Then we saw Tony D'Angelo versus Pete Dunne.
Main event, baby.
Bro, I'm just gonna say this, bro. I have not seen a bad Pete Dunne match. Like, this guy is phenomenal. Like, fucking phenomenal, bro.
I can't say nothing bad about Pete. I mean, shit, dude. He's 28 years old. He's been doing this for 15 years. So I mean, I'm sure those are all facts. But yeah, I've never seen a bad Pete Dunne match ever. Like, I could go back on the network, watch every single Pete Dunne match, probably watch some YouTube stuff. Probably going to see a bad match.
Oh,
Unless it was matches he's just starting out, then they're probably shit. But since I've seen him, nothing but gold.
100%. I think Tony D'Angelo, some spots showed how green he was, bro. Like he did one move where he pretty much like threw Pete Dunne on his head. And then they fucking like slow mode that shit. Like, dude, don't do that because it just fucking shows how inexperienced your guy is by fucking doing that, and then by highlighting it.
Yeah,
It's just
like
fucking stupid.
Well, to them, they were highlighted. Oh, what a maneuver! Look at this, landed on his head and all that. And like, no, that looks
If he
like it
broke
hurt.
his fucking neck in that match, then you looking like a fucking
Yeah, like fucking idiots. Jesus, but it's whatever. Like, oh, let's put up the big good shots up there for the people to rewatch again.
This was by far D'Angelo's best match I've seen.
Yeah, that's because of Pete. Pete's just fucking amazing.
But that's the thing, as a veteran, that's what his role would be to say, hey, I'm going to be calling this match. This is how it's going to be going down, and this is what blah, blah, blah. Like, you'd expect that as a veteran. I'm sure Lowrider in the chat would most likely agree with me with that, hopefully.
Yeah.
If not, he'll sound full of shit. And he'll correct me.
No, he'd be like, you're full of shit, and then inside his head be like, fuck you, Piers. Yeah, you're right.
As I said, Dunn, I've never seen him have a bad match. After the match, D'Angelo jumps Dunn, then hits his hand with a crowbar.
With a crowbar.
Like, really, we've already seen like fucking Dexter Loomis get his hand fucking smashed, and now you're gonna do the exact same fucking story with Pete Dunne. Like, dude, what? Like, that's just fucking like, I know that wrestling is recycling shit, bro, but like, how much are you gonna recycle, bro? Like that was like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, this is the same shit. Like, I would have even been surprised if he used the chair instead of the fucking crowbar.
I don't know. I guess because, Italian mafia crowbar. Like, hey, I'm going to take your hand. I'm waiting for the concrete shoes to come in. That'd be hilarious.
Bro,
I'd die for that.
Okay, so New Year's Eve, right? So
Right.
what do you think? How do you think this is going to be? Do you reckon this show is going to be a must watch or a bust?
Oh no! Like, okay. So the only two matches we got so far is the NXT Championship and the Women's Championship. Mandy Rose could make that match seem really good. Like, I mean, Gonzalez, she's awesome, love her to death. I don't, Cora, fuck no. I'm sorry, but if Cora wins this match, I'm rioting. I'm doing it. You won't see me Wednesday morning. I won't do it. But I mean, I'm sure Mandy will make it look good and everything. This match with Ciampa and Breaker, it's gonna be the third match. I'm hoping Breaker gets the championship. I love Ciampa, I do, but I mean, you want to fucking Lowrider even said it. Cement shoes would be quality. But like, if you want to make this new NXT mean something, you're gonna have to put it into a guy that you want to put your money into, and Braun Breaker's the guy. Like that. I mean, if I was Vince Pritchard, whoever the hell's running it, see Breaker, I mean, he can be charismatic. He can be fucking great in the ring. That's the guy I would put the championship on. That's the guy I would just build around it. But how you got to be careful on doing it, though.
Bro, he's 24 years of age. He's 7 months in the business. And, I was having this conversation with Angel, right? Like, and Angel even said this to me, was like, dude, like, Taz back in the day used to be like, yeah, man, paying your dues, hard work, all this sort of shit, like just grinding that in. He goes, but then his son had his first match on national television.
Yeah, we talked about that on Killing the Business.
Yeah, like, bro, like That's some.
It is like,
But again, bro, you're gonna help your kid get to the whatever lengths he can to succeed, and if he can get success off your name, you'd want him to be able to do that, right?
right. But I mean, in Breaker's defense, like, he's not really going towards the Steiner name. He's actually trying to do a name for himself. Like, everybody knows he's a Steiner. We see it. I'm waiting for the dyed blonde bullshit and the goatee to happen. That's what I'm waiting for. Like, all right, there we go. We're gonna get the Scott Steiner Braun Breaker here. All right, here we go.
I don't think they'll do that, man.
No, they
I don't
won't.
think they will. Like, yeah, I mean, that's like kind of saying that Randy Orton would get the cast on his arm. You know what I mean? Like,
That'd be some goofy shit. But yeah,
exactly, bro. Like, hey, man, like you can't put it past WWE booking. Let's face it. But
yeah,
I think overall, like NXT, as we always say, it's hit or miss. Like, it's either really
Yeah.
good or it's really poor. And I think that this show was like, eh.
yeah. Like, also with New Year's Evil, we got Strong and Carmelo Hayes too. So I mean,
That'll be a banger, bro. I think that'll be the match of the night.
right? I think it is. I don't know who's gonna win. I mean, if you're smart, Roddy, like, but I could see Carmelo take it too.
But then think about this, right? If you see Camelo and Camelo go over and beat Roddy, you see Braun go over and beat Ciampa, then you go see, say, Cora Jade go on and beat Mandy and Raquel Gonzalez, and then the tag team champions for the women, stay with Toxic Attraction.
Mhm.
The men's tag team titles, they get dropped to, like, I don't know, like the Creed brothers, for example. Then you've got a whole new young generation of your champions, and that's NXT 2.0.
Yeah.
And then
mean-
again, like you got, what are you going to do with your guys, like your veterans, like your Roddy Strongs, your Pete Dunns, Tommaso Ciampas?
Right.
At this stage, is Kylie Riley still with WWE,
Oh,
or is he done?
He's out. He's out. He might be debuting for AEW tonight. Shit.
No shit. Okay.
No shit.
No
But I don't know.
shit.
Here's the thing. I would rather. I know she's not built up for this or anything like that, but I would rather see Ivy Nile in there, not Cora Jade. I'm just saying that. But it is what it is. I can't really. I'm in no position to be like, hey, can we change this real quick?
Hypocrite shit, but the kid's got talent.
I guess Braun, because I know you ain't talking about Hook.
Ah, yeah, I think he must be.
I know you ain't talking about Hook. I saw Hook. Nope.
But in saying that, man, I think that like that's the kind of path that they're going to go down with NXT.
Yeah.
I think they're going to have that new generation of it. So, dude, I think that then what are they going to do? They're going to release Ciampa Strong and like all the older guys of NXT.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to see him go, but at the same time, I don't want to see him go to the main roster because I know exactly what's going to happen. They're going to release him anyways.
Do you think that Ciampa could go up there and be successful, like be a successful main eventer at that level, or at Raw or SmackDown?
Ooh,
Like, could you see him headlining a pay-per-view against Roman Reigns?
I don't know. I mean, probably not.
Could you see him headline a pay-per-view against like a Bobby Lashley?
No, honestly couldn't.
Mhm.
Like we've had this conversation plenty of times.
Yeah.
Like they've got their main event stars picked out. Ciampa would just be mid card, and
Later on, check your messenger. I sent you a link.
he would be mid card, and he'd be chasing like Intercontinental title or US title at best. Like, and I hate saying it, but that's the truth. Like, they got the cash cow in Roman. With Raw on the Raw side, they don't really have much of a cash cow. I mean, I love Big E to death, I really do, but I just don't see. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of confusing. Like, I don't know.
Okay, so Roderick Strong, he sort of drops the title, and then now he goes on to, say Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah, he's probably going to be chasing that 24/7 championship, bud. Dude, I'm just looking at it. I'm just looking at how they would do it. They would be chasing that green belt for the longest time.
Oh, I fucking hope not.
I hope not either. I would hate that because Roddy is good. I love Roddy. Like, I love Ciampa. It would break my heart to see him go for the 24/7 championship. I'd be like, what the fuck are we doing here, boys?
That's why they won't retire. It's like, what are you gonna do with him? Put him in the 24/7 championship.
Like, oh, we saw him throw a chair before. He'd be perfect in that.
That's what I heard the pitch was to Adam Cole. Like, yeah, you'll go on and you'll hold the Intercontinental Champion, the 24/7 championship.
Like it was like you're gonna go hold the Intercontinental Championship and the 24/7 Championship. Then we're gonna change your name, and then we're gonna have you manage Keith Lee. What? It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Now, Intercontinental Championship, I get 24/7. The fuck you talking about? This man does not need the 24/7 championship. Stop it. Stop it. Please don't.
Ridiculous WWE booking, man. What can we say? But look, man, that's NXT Roundup for the week, Glenn. Before we head out here and head off into the sunset, what do you got planned for the rest of the day, my man?
Working on clips for MWA. Finished up the best of Funkin' Kingpin. That's going to be premiering on Thursday, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Check that out. It's going to be episode 1 through episode 10. Pretty damn good. I love the editing on that. They've done a lot of, oh shit, we forgot the sponsors like we did this morning. That's why I kind of laughed inside my head. I was like, because I went through a lot of episodes of fucking Kingpin, and I'm like, fuck, dude, we're just like them. But it's gonna be a damn good show. I'm gonna love it. But yeah, I think Piers is just gonna sleep.
Yeah,
Boring.
1:30 in the morning. Well, yeah, I got to get some sleep before I have to work in the morning. But let's hit those sponsors real quick. First up is that sleefs.com. That's SLEEFS Sleefs, your one-stop shop for all your athletic needs. They've got armbands, compression pants, compression shorts, compression socks, compression everything. They've got headbands, mouth guards, boots. They've even got dirty boxes, and they've sent me a box of the dirty boxes, and I don't wear any other boxes anymore because they stay dry, they stay fresh. I'm an active guy. I non-stop. I go to the gym. I chase after my kids all the time. I work all day, and these boxes stay fresh, they stay dry, and they stay comfortable. And also they have a funky design on the front of them to keep that special someone in your life giggling when the pants come down and the lights go up, or the pants go down and the lights go down. You know what I mean. But check out sleeves.com. Use that promo code MWAPOD to get a 10% discount on your final purchase. Glenn, take away the next.
All right, hold on. Because I thought you were going to click it. Oh, there we are. You already clicked it. That was vape, baby. Look at that. They got vitamin infused little puffs there.
Guys,
I suck at this one.
Dude, healthvape.com is your healthy vaping alternative, straight out. All of their products are no nicotine, no addictive or harmful chemicals, and they are vitamin infused. So go and check out some of their vape and pod products. Use promo code MWAPOD to get a 10% discount on your final purchase. That's how it's done, baby.
Well, thanks.
It's guys, until next time, we will see you again. Same time, same bat channel, same bat time, same bat show. Glenn, without further ado, I've got to say, it's always been a pleasure, my man. But for now,
pleasure, bro.
It's time to ride off into the sunset. And hey, Glenn, do me a favor. Say hi to your mum for me.